Why is it so painful to date an emotional avoidant or someone with an avoidant attachment style? Well, the reason is because about the time you start feeling really close and feeling connected and like something wonderful is happening and you finally found the one, that's about the time they get a little spooked and want to pull back. And, we're taught that we should, it's probably my fault. What did I do wrong? Maybe I didn't love him enough. Maybe I wasn't understanding. Maybe this, maybe that, right? And we tend to try to fix it. And sometimes the harder you try to fix it, the worse it gets. Not because you're doing anything wrong, it's their pattern. They have a pattern of fear of vulnerability, fear of intimacy because they've been let down in the past and somebody in their childhood withdrew love on a regular basis and was the push me, pull you. So when they really like you, that might be the reason they're pulling back, because that fear of being vulnerable and being hurt. And it's so painful to be in a relationship with somebody like that, because there may be very little you can do unless you're able, unless they're willing to open up and be vulnerable and self-reflect and acknowledge that they have this pattern. Because sometimes the harder you try, the more it triggers that fear response in them. So it's almost like, you can't do anything to fix it. And that's really frustrating, really hurtful, really painful, and heartbreaking, frankly. So people really need to be healthy. I wish love was enough to make relationships work. But sadly, when we have these patterns and programs and unhealthy triggers and responses, love is not always enough. People have to be willing to do the work, inner work themselves. And if you recognize this pattern, and maybe you've been through a few iterations of it where you get close, they pull away, then they come back, then you get close and they pull away, maybe it's just time to step away and decide that you deserve something better and someone healthier. Not that they're not lovable, not that they're not wonderful in so many ways, but it's just a formula for ongoing pain and hurt. And you really do deserve someone who can love you the same way that you love them. Love you all. Leave a comment, share it, check out my link, and I'll see you real soon.